Episode 107. Right after the game launched, Nightfall Cold Pool was the first to come knocking.
Brother, I've got all the intel on the gear. Alright, let's have a look.
On his end, Cold Night Pond sent the list over one by one for all 5 players. Ye Xiu took a look. As expected, there was nothing surprising. Each character was guaranteed a single level 25 purple weapon. It's a new server, and we're low level. Who's going to bother putting together a full set of purple gear? Not even for a dungeon record run. Got it. Cold Night was feeling pretty frustrated watching Lord Grimm's level.
Bro, you're leveling up so slowly. Me leveling up fast is pointless anyway.
The hopper I found is an even lower level than me. What level? It's the lowest one.
Simo Cheng isn't online right now. Ye Xiu said after clicking open her character, Wind, Calm, Smoke and Mist, to take a look. Level 16. Nightfall Cold Pool nearly spat blood onto his screen upon hearing this. He replied,
赞了问 would that be? What's the point of even trying for a record like this?
Nightfall's words ring true. He said, dungeon records only matter when they match the player base's level. In the old servers, where everyone's at level 70, a new record for Frost Forest wouldn't turn many heads.
The big guilds are putting so much effort into these low-level dungeons precisely because everyone in the new server is on the same leveling curve. With everyone grinding away in this dungeon, setting a new record now would really show some serious skill and earn you some serious bragging rights. Right now, Ye Xiu's team has members as low as level 16. If they level up to 25 too slowly, the whole server will be at level 30 before they get there.
If you switch to Frost Forest now, no one's going to be impressed.
Don't worry about what's happened these past few days. Ye Xiu, of course, understood this perfectly well.
3 days? Can we do it in 3 days? If we can't break the record in that time, I don't think it'll be worth much.
Deal. Ye Xiu agreed without hesitation.
Within 3 days?
When the time comes, your guild needs to put forward a level 25 player. Try to find someone with decent skills if possible. Let me see what you've got. You absolutely have to get one. Otherwise, just think about it. The guild name gets displayed, but none of the actual members are there. How embarrassing would that look?
Hearing this, Cold Night Pond, a shadow of doubt fell over his heart. That's the thing. All the people here were provided by Lord Grimm. Anyone with a clue can see at a glance that this whole team isn't from tyrannical ambition. It's actually pretty embarrassing. Still, it's better than having another guild's name hanging over our heads. Nightwalker thought about it and decided to let it go. They'd already agonized over breaking Frost Forest dungeon record for far too long. It was time to just get it done. This was becoming a real obsession.
No more.
Night Frost shook his head, too wary to analyze the intricacies of it all. He just wanted Lord Grimm to smash that record already. Meanwhile, Ye Xiu focused on leveling up. After the shift change that night, Tang Ru, as expected, still hadn't gone to sleep, but with guests in the cafe tonight, he didn't use the server and just found a random seat, continuing to solo Frost Forest. Ye Xiu watched a run and felt Tang Ru was getting the hang of it. Then he had Tang Ru run the dungeon again with Lord Grimm. After that, he pulled in Steamed Bun Invasion and the others for a team run to get some practice. Steamed Bun Invasion had already equipped the level 25 purple Grade Warrior's Claw. Ye Xiu specifically mentioned this weapon because this purple tier weapon had the bonus attribute of increasing the skill level of Throat Lock by 1. In a record, breaking fight measured in seconds, every detail matters. The Throat Lock skill will be crucial when the boss spawns, and boosting it by 1 level will give a significant edge. In the dead of night, so Mu Chen quietly logged back on. Ye Xiu, having finished Frost Forest, didn't ask questions. He just headed back to the starter village to power level So Mu Cheng. Apart from Steamed Bun Invasion, Lord Grimm was still the highest level. So his own leveling wasn't the priority. The key was to quickly drag the lowest level players up. And just like that, 3 days flew by. For those 3 days, Yishu was run ragged, catering to the whims of 3 high-maintenance players, Steamed Bun Invasion, Tang Ru, and Su Mucheng. The first 2 needed constant instruction, while the last one required him to power level her. Since Knight's Cold Pool was setting a record for his own guild, he was naturally very dedicated. That same day, he sent Ye Shu a player, a level 20, 3 elementalist named Loves a Good Show. The name left Yishu speechless. He strongly suspected that Night Frost Cold Pool was taking a job at him. So Yishu now had one more person to train. After all, this dungeon record is no joke. If we don't cover every angle, a single slip-up from anyone could waste a few seconds and ruin the whole team's effort. Now that the team was finally assembled, their lowest level member, Su Mucheng's Windward Mist, had spent the last day grinding to reach level 20. Yishu promptly organized the 5 of them into a party to run dungeons and practice their coordination. Guild leaders, Knight's Edge and Knight's End, had personally come to observe and offer guidance. Seeing that Yishu's assembled team actually included 2 women, both men were taken aback. Female players are already rare in the game, and skilled female players are even rarer. Lord Grimm's crew wasn't just looking for any old expert, and yet he ended up bringing 2 girls along.
Talk about a rare find!
Nightwalker and Knight's End murmured to themselves, but they couldn't come to a conclusion. They'd long harbored the idea of trying to recruit the experts Lord Grimm was assembling. But now, seeing it was a girl, rushing over to get chummy would just make us look like a bunch of lecherous creeps. Good thing there's another one over there called, but the name Baozi Invasion just doesn't sound like a master's handle at all. Nightless was sent forward by Cold Mountain Lake and reluctantly prepared to start with Steamed Bun Invasion. Nightless was the one in charge of Tyrannical Ambition's recruitment efforts in Server 10. Everyone's working hard. He greeted them as he stepped forward. Nightfall Lake pretended to go over and give instructions to Love a Good Show, while secretly eavesdropping on the situation here.
Who's this?
Changru Sumuchen. Of course, they didn't know them.
It's the boss.
Sumo Chang immediately understood. What boss? Tiangru didn't understand. The boss who hired us to break the record. Tangru was still at a loss. She had no clue about these gaming terms. Though Baozi Invasion was a newbie, he was no stranger to online games and grasped the general idea. I'll explain later. Ye Xiu told Tangru, but by then, Nightless had already struck up a conversation with Steamed Bun Invasion.
This brother has an extraordinary aura. A name that inspires awe. Clearly, you're a peerless master, 1 in 10,000.
Nightless remained. That's just shameless.
You've got good taste. What's your zodiac sign?
Zodiac sign. Nightless had no idea how dangerous Steamed Bun Invasion could be. In the very first exchange, the conversation had already been blasted into outer space. All right, Baozi, that's enough. Ye Xiu quickly stepped in to cut him off, saying to Ye Waiyang,
Little cleric, you guys keep at it. We're heading into the dungeon to practice.
With that, he gathered his 5 teammates and headed into the dungeon, leaving Ye Waiyang standing there, utterly bewildered.
Constellation? What constellation?